Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Now that Jimmy Lynn has got it hot up here, let's see if I can cool it down a little bit. It's a little hot. He's blowing some hot air. But this is a very special day this week, isn't it? Especially for you mothers. I want to wish all of you a happy Mother's Day. Every day should be Mother's Day because you guys are so very important to the development of a child. And for those of you who don't have mothers, know that you do, because sometimes your dad can be a mother hen. I'm looking at you, Amelia. But anyways, I want to start off by giving you the title of this lesson, which is saying, a godly mother is a blessing. And let me tell you, that is so very, very true. A godly mother is a blessing for any child. Is that not so? In Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 20, it says, whenever you guys get there, I'll give you a second to get there. I'm going a little fast. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 20. My son, keep thy father's commandment, and what? Forsake not the law of thy mother. Now let me tell you, when I read this, it made me sweat a little bit. This is a very, very important verse. You see, my friends, the guidance of godly mothers is priceless. They can lead you down the right way, or they can totally lead you wrong. The guidance of them is so very important. Children who are blessed with godly parents, especially godly mothers, are children who are taught valuable life lessons based on the Word of God. Let me tell you, and this is something I think a lot of you will be able to understand, especially Jimmy Lynn, being a farmer and everything, is that mothers have such a big impact because usually, whenever you're in a farming community, the husband is out farming and the mother has the reins over the house. And the mother has such a big impact on the development of the children and their faith. In Proverbs chapter 4 and verses 6 through 7, it says, forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. My friends, what mother doesn't teach and give wisdom to their children? It is the principle of the matter. Mothers are so very important. They're invaluable. You can't put a price on a good mother. They are worth so very much. In Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 20, if you want to turn there, we're going to be in Proverbs a lot today if you can't tell. Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 20. A wise son maketh a glad father, but what a foolish man despiseth his mother. My friends, this is a big contrast, isn't it? wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish man despiseth his mother. What this proverb is emphasizing is that actions and decisions can make a big impact on everything. And choices have a significant impact on the lives of those around us, particularly our parents. What this is saying is that if you're foolish and you despise your mother, it can do very much harm. Parental influence is so very important. It can do a lot of things in the life of a child. And parents have that kind of influence. This proverb suggests that parents have responsibility to guide their children forward or toward wisdom and righteousness, setting an example and teaching them valuable life lessons. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 23, verse 25. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 25. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. I want you to take a minute and think about what we just read between all these proverbs. Between Proverbs 6:20 and Proverbs 23:25. What do they all have in common? Well, what they have in common is the fact that the mother is involved. The mother ought to be involved in every aspect of a child's life. In Proverbs 23:25, it says, Thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. My friends, if you look at 15:20, but a foolish man despises his mother, and then 6 and 7, Proverbs 4, 6 and 7, it says, Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. My friends, wisdom comes from the parents, especially the mother. The mother is one of the most important things a child can have in their life. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. And children, you ought to obey your parents. Love and revere them. In Ephesians chapter 6, verses 1 through 3. Ephesians chapter 6, verses 1 through 3.